This is George Square in Glasgow, Scotland. This is a statue dedicated to the Scottish engineer and inventor James Watt. His invention changed the world dramatically. James was born in Greenock, Scotland in 1736. From a young age he suffered from debilitating migraines. This caused him to not be able to attend school regularly, yet this time at home was a hidden blessing as he learned under the careful guidance of his father, a skilled carpenter, and his mother, who was adept at mathematics. This nurturing environment allowed James to explore subjects at his own pace, sparking a profound curiosity about the workings of mechanical objects. At age 18, James went on to work at the University of Glasgow as an instrument maker. At this time, the world was much different than today. In the 1760s, products were made in people's homes or in small workshops. Items such as textiles, tools and pottery were crafted by hand. This was known as the cottage industry. The majority of the population lived in rural areas and relied on agriculture as their primary source of income. Farmers used handheld tools or used animals for ploughing. These traditional tools required significant labour and time, which limited the productivity of farming. In this era, one of the most powerful pieces of equipment was the Newcomen steam engine. It was an early version of the steam engine that was mainly used to pump water out of mines. It was very slow and weak, which limited how it could be used. While working at the University of Glasgow as an instrument maker, James was asked to repair a model of the Newcomen steam engine, which was being used for demonstration purposes in lectures. When looking at the engine, he realised that it was very inefficient. James began experimenting with ways to enhance the engine's performance. In 1765, he made an important discovery. He realised that the efficiency of the steam engine could be greatly improved by using a separate condenser. He added rotational motion, which meant that the steam engine could be used to power machinery. He then doubled the efficiency by creating the double-acting engine. These improvements increased the speed and power output of the steam engine greatly, which enabled faster and more reliable performance. It also saved fuel. James's development of the steam engine had a huge impact on the world. Steam engines could now be used effectively to power machinery. With steam engines, miners could pump water from deeper levels, accessing previously unreachable mineral deposits. The pump could operate longer and more reliably, allowing them to work longer hours. This significantly boosted the extraction of coal and other minerals, providing the necessary fuel for more steam engines and driving growth in various industries. Steam engines were used in the production of clothing and other textiles. They powered machinery like spinning frames, looms, and carding machines. This transformed textiles production from slow handmade methods to factory production with machinery. Factories equipped with steam engines could produce textiles faster, cheaper, and on a larger scale than ever before. Mass production became possible, enabling people to afford more clothing and have access to a greater variety of styles and fabrics. This new mass production operation spread to other industries, including flour mills, paper mills, iron, steel, engineering, and the production of tools, hardware, and machinery. The steam engine allowed products to be made on a large scale. This made them cheaper and more accessible to the general public. People experienced a greater variety of products, from clothing to household items. The world's first public railway to use steam trains opened in 1825. It demonstrated the efficiency and speed of steam-powered travel over land, reducing travel time between cities and towns. It improved the movement of goods and people and boosted economic growth. People could travel further and more frequently. They migrated from rural areas to cities, which also influenced the spread of ideas and cultural exchange. The rise of steam-powered industries created a plethora of new job opportunities in factories, transportation, and infrastructure development. The need to synchronize factory work schedules led to a new emphasis on time discipline and punctuality, changing how people managed their daily routines. Commuting to work became possible due to steam trains. Steam engines began powering farming machinery used for ploughing, harvesting, and processing crops. This increased farm productivity and efficiency, helping to feed growing urban populations and freeing up labour for other sectors. The first successful steamship was built in 1807. Steamships gradually replaced sailing ships. Shipping became faster and less dependent on wind patterns, dramatically improving the reliability of trade routes, decreasing the cost of goods, and boosting international trade and globalization. Steamships crossed the Atlantic Ocean from Britain to the United States in 1838, initiating regular transatlantic steamship service. This facilitated mass migration, particularly to the Americas. Millions of Europeans, Asians, and others emigrated to the United States, Canada, and other countries, significantly impacting demographic and cultural landscapes worldwide. The overall population of the United States increased from about 10 million in 1820 to 76 million by 1900, with a large portion of this growth due to immigration made possible by steamship travel. The city of Glasgow transformed dramatically. Glasgow became one of the world's leading shipbuilding locations. The River Clyde was central to this industry, earning Glasgow the nickname, the second city of the empire. Being the birthplace of James Watt's steam engine, Glasgow became a major manufacturing city. It became a hub for the production of textiles, machinery, tools, infrastructure materials, and engineering. The industrial opportunities attracted a large influx of workers from rural Scotland, Ireland, and other parts of the UK. Glasgow's population grew rapidly, from around 77,000 in 1801 to over 770,000 by 1901. The steam-powered printing press made books and newspapers cheaper and more widely available. People had more access to literature, news, and information, contributing to higher literacy rates and a more informed public. The rapid distribution of information was also crucial for many social movements, such as workers' rights, women's rights, and anti-slavery. The complexity of new technologies and the demand for a wide range of skills triggered changes in education. Technical knowledge became more valuable, promoting the need for education beyond basic literacy. The everyday lives of people improved significantly. Central steam heating systems became more common, especially in urban areas. This meant homes could be heated more evenly and efficiently, improving comfort during the colder months. The mass production of items such as tools, kitchenware, and furniture made them more affordable. Households could equip themselves with better and more numerous tools and utensils, improving daily convenience. The ability to preserve food through canning became more widespread with steam power. This innovation allowed families to store food for longer periods, enhancing food security and variety in diets. Fresh produce, dairy, and other perishables could reach consumers more quickly, improving diet and nutrition. Pumps provided more reliable access to clean water, improving sanitation and reducing the spread of diseases. Steam power enabled the operation of public baths, which became more common in cities. This provided many urban residents with access to regular bathing facilities, improving public health. James Watt profited massively from this invention. He formed a business partnership with a shrewd businessman named Matthew Boulton. For many years they held a patent for James Watt's steam engine design, which allowed them to dominate the steam engine market. Watt gradually retired from active business operations, spending more time on personal interests. He pursued scientific experiments, engaged in intellectual discussions, and explored various hobbies, including an interest in chemistry and sculpture. He became involved in philanthropic activities and supported various scientific and educational institutions. James Watt's contributions were widely recognized, and he received numerous honors and accolades for his work. His legacy lives on as a pioneer of the steam engine and as someone who started the Industrial Revolution. So there it is. James Watt's steam engine changed the world by starting and powering the Industrial Revolution. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more.
Steam engine burning bright, James Watt, you brought the light. With your invention, a new age began. The world would never be the same again. Harnessing the power, steam so strong, changing the world right and wrong. From factories to ships, across the land, the steam engine's touch, it was in demand. No more days of muscle and might. James Watt, you saw a different sight. With iron and coal, you made it real. The steam engine's power, a crazy deal. Crazy deal. From factories to ships, across the land, the steam engine's touch, it was in demand.